Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to play with AMX 30. And you know what? Lately I hear that many people are complaining about this tank, complaining about the gun of this vehicle, and saying this tank is very much overrated. Today is not going to be the day whenever we are going to change the ratings on the medium tanks, just saying, but maybe in the near future, maybe next week, we will start working on the tier 9 mediums, and maybe AMX will lose a bit of its rating. We'll see how the things will look like, but today let's try to enjoy this beautiful, magnificent bastard. This tank has 390 alpha damage, 250mm of penetration, 1.1 shell velocity, and speaking about the gold, 300mm of penetration and 800 shell velocity, which is far away from being ideal, but that's what this tank has. Now, why am I starting the session by saying this straight in the face? Because I heard a lot of people complaining about this tank lately, and I know I haven't had a video with this tank in a very long time. So I think it is about the time to play with it and to see, can this tank behave or not so much, right? This is the question. So, all in all, we have a pretty nice start, I would say. We spanked enemies a couple of times left, right, and center, and this is exactly what I want to see. And now I am considering, do I want to go on top of the hill or not? And I have a feeling that I kind of want to go on top of the hill. But I am going to do the things a bit differently. If you would pay attention how we are doing the things, we are going like this and we are facing towards the enemy direction this way, right? That's how we can say, boo, be afraid of us. Good, and now where is that light tank? No, mother trucker, where are you sitting? Oh, sniping! Enjoy yourself, my man. Now, my 2 cents about AMX 30. I don't think this tank is bad by any shape or any form. I am very well aware of this gun, of this tank gun. It is far away from being ideal and it's far away from being the best, but in my humble opinion, this tank can work very fine. The biggest reason why people appreciate this vehicle this much is combination of the things, right? Aka, the tank is quite quick. You can play hold down with this vehicle. You can load the heat ammunition in order to spank enemy tanks as well, which is, let's get real, very much appreciated feature, right? If you can beat the living crap out of the tanks who has a lot of armor, that is a good thing. And in the same time, I understand that gun is far away from being ideal of this tank, right? But I think this tank can work. Do I think this vehicle has a humongous skill cap in order to play with it? Yes. I think this tank is quite challenging to play with, but it doesn't change the fact that tank is all right, at least in my eyes, and from what I remember whenever I used to play with this vehicle back in the day, you know, either for Mark of Excellence or either for Tank Request or something else. Pay attention to the gun handling. It is important to show that it is not ideal, right? By the way, whenever you are sitting properly, hold down. What do I mean by saying properly hold down? Whenever your position is decent enough, you can actually farm enemies without bigger problems whatsoever, and you can expect to bounce a shot or two as well, which is very much appreciated. Now, fellas, I must admit I am dreaming about jumping on the enemies. I must admit that I am dreaming about jumping on them, and I am very well aware of that it is definitely not worth it, but I am dreaming about it. You have no clue how much of the power I am using, or I supposed to say self-control, right? How much of the self-control do I use in order not to jump on them, because I truly want to. I want to go for them. But the game has quite a big potential, if you would ask me. So, how we could do this? I am trying to craft a bit better angle just like so, but I do not want to jump. For obvious reasons. I just want to find a good angle to get enough of the gun depression to start spanking them. Can I find a good angle from over there? Oh, this is exactly what I want to see. This is a mistake. This is what we are looking with this vehicle. In fact, this is what we are looking with any tank in this game, right? Beautiful, excellent, don't drown, don't drown, don't drown, don't drown. He's a submarine, he's a submarine, he's a submarine. Must be art player. Anyways, let's see what do we have here. Beautiful. I mean, unfortunately, this is not penetration, but overall angle, I would say, is pretty damn nice. How to get more use? If I would drop down... If I would drop down, would I have a good enough angle to keep spanking them? This game is not victory, okay? So, I am not going to rush where this game goes. I think we definitely can have significantly better performance than we have yet. And I would say if we are going to do everything properly, we can easily craft this game up to 6,000 to 7,000 damage without bigger problems whatsoever. That's what I think. We are taking our time. We are going to go on top of the hill once again. It's alright. It is alright. Let's take our time. For me, AMX 30 looks pretty good. Just to say, even though I haven't played with this tank in a very long time, for me this vehicle looks pretty sweet and pretty nice. I cannot complain that much about this tank, if any. Meanwhile, hey, remember me? Good. Very good. Now char footer. For a char footer I will try to go like so. Definitely a missed shot, but that's okay. We have all time. Let's go for another blind shot here, I guess. Just like so. That is a direct hit. That basically means he should try to retreat to the corner here. At least that's what I would guess, and now we are missing the shot. Not ideal, but that's what we have. E75s are holding the angle. Hi. Beautiful. Fellas, AMX 30 works like a charm for me. I cannot say absolutely anything bad about this vehicle. And once again, I'm aware of the gun handling of this tank not being perfect and not being ideal, but personally for me it looks alright. But you know, in the same time, I can just simply have a lucky game, which happens for all of us, you know. Sometimes one game is just better than other. 2 seconds. I am being such a greedy son of the banana, fellas. Oh, what a greedy son of the banana. Let's load heat. I want to have heat loaded just in case if I have a decent angle to spank the C75. And my mission is just to annoy them for obvious reasons, right? That's all I want to do. If Mr. Curry would peek like this, we would spank him, obviously. And this is what I am looking for, and that's what I am dreaming about. Once again, there is no rush whatsoever, especially whenever our team is losing the game. Whenever our team is losing the game, all we need to do, we need to hold them. He's not thinking about me yet. Actually, he is thinking about me. Oh! E75. Beautiful. That's what I want to see. And here we go. Look, this is exactly the moment we have been waiting for, you know? This is the moment we have been waiting for. We want enemies to get involved and we want to start spanking them. What a beautiful game this is. And we are far away from being done with this game. I'm so glad I have not jumped in this battle. Fellas, I was so close to go full bananas and to jump. I would not forgive myself for doing that. Meanwhile, people who are watching our live streams once in a while, you know that I am very much struggling not to jump on the enemies, right? Defeat, fellas. I do not want to talk about this. Skill, do you know you could do 10,000 damage in this game? I know. Skill, did you slip because you were greedy bastard? Yes. Skill, was it worth it? You tell me. You tell me, fellas. We are finishing everything with Ace, Sniper Schnitzel, High Caliber, 8.2 thousand damage, 1069 base experience on the defeat. Beautiful game. But this could have been 10,000. I know what a shit complaint to have, honestly, but this could have been better. And all in all, we made 66,000 profits, but we completed some missions and whatnot, right? So, first game, this tank doesn't look like it is a big disappointment, does it? Let's go for round number 2. And yes, fellas, I am paying attention at your poll, what you have to say in the poll. We tested yesterday, pretty much we yesterday tested some things to show, I am playing more games, I'm doing commentary, and I'm showing 3 best out of 5 or out of 7, you know, to give you that more interesting feel instead of showing 15 to 1. But looks like you prefer the standard daily dose of skill, which is very, very fair, and I appreciate that, fellas. You want to see good and you want to see bad as well, which is very, very fair. Anyways, first battle done, let's go for second. And for round number 2, we have Fjords. You know what? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we want to make a hardcore pressure like this. Now, there is 2 ways how the things are going to go. Option number 1 is we are going to be extremely successful and we are going to have a blast. And option number 2 is we are going to get spanked and we are going to forget our name. 1 out of 2. So let's go for the best. By the way, triple baboons. I would say 3 baboons are going to the same position. So you know what? I think we are feeling pretty well, if you would ask me. Look at this beauty, everyone. Okay, we are not going to get overrun by the enemies, at least by the looks of it. But in the same time, we might need to be a bit more aggressive, to be completely honest with you, just because how many forces do we have who are making a decision to go here? I'm going for a blind shot this way. I'm not spotted, so I can try to peek like so. Now, it is quite straightforward and it is quite simple at this point. At this point, we are just waiting until our guys will spot for us. And believe me, they will. As you can see, this Vaza doesn't even think about anything else, just making hardcore pressure in front, which is very, very fair decision, and it is very fair option, to be fair with you, right? That is okay play. Meanwhile, our tank destroyers slowly but surely they are going on top of the hill, which is good. Whenever they are going to take this position, we can be tiny touch more aggressive, in my humble opinion, right? Now, AMX 30, from what I remember, the gun of this tank is far away from being ideal, so I need to be smart how am I shooting enemies, and I need to make sure I am actually aiming for my shots quite well. Meanwhile, our T-30 has a crossfire against their Hashem flip wagon. It's okay. I do not want to make more pressure myself. I do not really think it is worth it. I think it is way, 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 way too risky. At this point, I think we can stay. Honestly, looking into all of this, I think we can try to go for a blind shot right here, because there is a humongous chance someone is sitting here in the back. And look at this flip wagon trying to escape. Unfortunate fate for this guy. Obviously, he was running for his life for obvious reasons, because he haven't had any other option to play the game. And this is the moment where we are going to make pressure. Now, hear me out, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is the situation whenever you can clearly see which spawn is significantly better one, at least in my humble opinion. That being said, our team is having a blast and our team is making pressure. And I need to join my team as well. Okay, a bit of assisting damage, that is alright. How about this Jack Pizda? Jack Pizda is not looking at us, that's great. Arta is trying to run for his life. Other Arta drowned, which is not a big surprise by any shape or any form. And we are sitting quite well. Look at this beauty. What do we have here? We have Centurion action shit trying to snipe from the back, which is very, very fair attitude by this gentleman. And let's try to spank him once again before it's too late. Excellent. Now, this game, score-wise, is far away from being ideal and from being excellent, right? But once again, it happens whenever you are having a winning team in the winning spawn, right? Looks like I wasn't using enough of the... I wasn't pushing W key enough. At least by the looks of it, right? It's not over yet, we still should be able to get some shots, but it's not going to be 8,000 damage for obvious reasons. And that is okay, fellas. It is completely fine not to make 8,000 damage every single time. And I believe you know exactly what I am talking about. And I think I understand that you want to see all games. Not only the best games, not only the most epic games, but those average games as well. In the same time, fellas, if you are very up for excellent games, right, I would highly recommend to check out Skillful 2 Extra channel. In Skillful 2 Extra channel, you are going to see the highlights from the stream whenever I am marking tank, or alternatively I am just having my session with one or another vehicle, right? You will see the best games with a tank, right? So you will see significantly better performance in the same time as well, right? And I believe this might be quite an interesting thing for you as well. Grille, you sexy magnificent bastard. I see what you are doing here. Also, I saw the subscription. I would not act surprised if that was Scorpion Zero who is subscribing, because I have a big feeling that this gentleman is baboon. Let me see who just subscribed. By the way, just to let you know, I do not mix those two things. YouTube, I am working off stream, and, you know, I believe that's fair. Meanwhile, Peroxitr, if you are watching this, you're a champion. You got me while I am making a video recording. Smart mother trucker. Meanwhile, fellas, all and all, oh, it's not that bad as I initially thought it is. We hit some blind shots. So all and all, we have 3.9 thousand damage, 200 assisting damage. I am super hyper turbo happy about this performance. Very, very nice. We are first by experience. We are first by the damage by the looks of it. And we made a bit of the profits as well. What a beautiful session this is, huh? So far, 2 games and we are playing on average for 6,000 damage. Fellas, this tank is not that good, okay? My idea was to question is AMX 30 epic or not, but yeah, what a session. Okay, last but not least, Himmelsdorf. Okay, let's see what we can craft on the Himmelsdorf field. I have a feeling this is going to be the worst game for us, but we will see, you know. Let's not bash this map yet. Meanwhile, we have Grille over there. We are spanking Grille and we are trying to escape. Beautiful. Maybe we can spank him once again before he escaped. No, he is fine. You know what? We are not rushing. We are feeling completely fine, because I have a feeling that Mr. Grille is going to peek again. And if Mr. Grille will peek again, we are going to spank him once more in the face. Let's wait for it. Our view range is decent enough to notice him. And once again, please keep this in mind. Grille has very, very poor camo ratings. So that's why I am feeling so confident to spank him. You see? That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, that was a blind shot. Okay, big boy. Okay, not bad, Grille. Not bad. Meanwhile, Char Futur. Mr. Char Futur. And Skoda. Excellent. Good shot to the Mr. Skoda. That is very, very fine. Next victim or next tank we are going to spank is going to be this Char Futur for obvious reasons. Okay, he's trying to cross. Let's try to spank him in the face. Nice. At this point, we are just simply holding this position, fellas. There is no rush for us. We are feeling kind of alright. And by the way, the gun handling is treating us extremely well with this vehicle. Maybe people are complaining about this tank because they are using the hardening or something. Maybe it is the case. Because usually whenever I am using hardening overall, my accuracy significantly decreases, or decreases little bit, I suppose to say. No, Mr. Chairfooter, what do you want to do? By the way, looks like our team is winning this game. That being said, I want to get a bit more involved. And by saying a bit more involved, I mean I want to get involved, you know? I want to go vroom. This is very important. Hori, I see him. Okay, we are winning the hill. Hear me out. At this point, I'm taking my time to aim my shot. We are hitting him in the side. Good. Luckily, Hori missed his shot, which is exactly what we are looking for. And we are aiming for the side of the 60 TP. Very, very nice. We are just taking our time to farm this gentleman as much as we physically and possibly can. Unfortunately, the gun handling doesn't really treat us as well as I would love to see. But that is okay. Beautiful. Another shot. Very, very nice. At this point, 60 TP probably has a shot. So what we need to do, we need to go back slightly. And we need to start considering making pressure for this chair footer. Do I want to go for this chair footer? Probably not. You know what? 60 TP through the middle. He is dead. Excellent. And now we are going in. How many HP this T30 has? T30 has like 1,500 hit points. We are going for him. Fellas, I was expecting that Himmelsdorf game is going to be the worst one, but to be completely honest with you, we are not done yet. We are not even close for being done. There is a waffle in the back, which I see, and obviously we are going to say hello for him if we will have a chance to do so. Let's go. Waffle! Mr. Waffle! Let's load high explosive for him, not worth it anymore. Let's load the standard ammunition, he is dead. I am going in front like crazy mother trucker. Grille is spanking me in the face, that is okay. I am taking my time to aim for Grille, I'm missing my shot. Then Hori is making pressure for us. He's thinking about eliminating me from the game, and he is eliminating me from the game. Okay, this game was a bit of misplay from my side. I felt like I was significantly too aggressive. All I needed to do instead of going for this waffle, I needed to allow this waffle to die, and I needed to turn to the left side this way, right? That's how I would eliminate Grille first, and after that I would be able to farm Hori, but fails happens once in a while. 3,300 damage is not the game I'm going to cry about, but I am not really proud of this result either. Let's see the score. Okay, all in all, 3,300 damage, that's all we have. No assisting. I said the truth. No assisting damage, nothing. We finished at third by experience, we finished at third by the damage. We got 21,000 profits, which is all the time welcome. And in the end of the day, the third battle brought our average score to 5,100 damage and a bit of assisting damage as well. Not a bad session by any shape or any form, but I must admit I'm still a bit salty for dropping down in the first game, because if not that drop, I have a feeling that would be solid 10,000 damage around, and for YouTube that would be absolutely glorious, but oh well, what can you do? Anyways, that's what I have for you today, fellas. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to leave a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and thank you very much for watching overall. Thank you for everything, and see you soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.